bring up. After that will be thematic announcements, and then the soapbox. The reason the thematic announcements are not with the working announcements is because not everybody needs to be involved in the thematic announcements. And we want to get this wrapped up before it gets too cold and dark. Okay, that is all. Who has the notes from yesterday? I was not here. Can somebody give us a quick synopsis of what happened yesterday at the General Assembly and at the campsite? Do we have any volunteers for that?
I took the notes.
Okay. No.
Hey, what?
Yeah, then my drink just stuff.
What?
Declaring our note taker last night,
just
and they're posted online. I guess they're on the web and on OccupyAsheville.org and on the Facebook page. I think in general the decision was made to camp there at the Mellow Mushroom the last night that was offered. Help me out here.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember my notes, folks, but they are online, and the decisions made were, oh yes, in our General Assembly, we wanted to be sure to welcome newcomers and give an opportunity for newcomers to be welcome. On that. And we also talked about moments of silence during our gatherings, and we decided that that would be a good way to invoke a sense of collective intent. So that was a consensus. Help me out if I'm missing something.
A brother with a permit?
Excuse me?
Brother with a permit?
Oh, a very important thing. We had our friends from the Lakota Nation were here, and they presented us with a permit. This is right over. And this permit that we were presented with is an international law that allows indigenous people to reclaim space that has sacred importance and historical relevance. Is that correct? And they were extending that to non-indigenous people, inviting us to partake in the protections of that law. And the decision made on that was to run that permit through legal advisors, so that these legal advisors might help us take forward ways forward. Let's see, another decision was some of the working groups. We got a lot of report back on food. We got a lot of report back on the wonderful outpouring support of food we're getting from many of our local restaurants and grocery stores. All except, of course, Whole Foods and Greenlight, who weren't all that interested in supporting us. Greenlight too?
I got one to say. This young man has something to say.
Yes. Yes, I love the young memories. They're resilient. Yes, we talked about moving the time for our General Assembly because of daylight saving time and darkness earlier. But we decided to wait on that. We didn't come to consensus on the movement of that, so that could be brought up again.
I just have a question. I had the website up. Where are your notes? Where are they in there?
Well, I uploaded them.
They're on the Facebook page. They're the Facebook page.
And the OccupyAsheville.org has them up too.
That's where I am. Where are
There's in the announcements.
We'd rather not have to print out copies of minutes of previous meetings, so we do upload them. Point of process.
Point of process in the General Assembly is important. Always focus and stay, with the ears actually listening. Questions can be answered, but just then you saw a good example of cross conversations beginning to happen. Just keep an eye on that. We can't afford the time when we talk among ourselves unless we're happy to do that. And Scott will be taking staff from this point on, so if you do have something to say, please wait to be called on by Scott.
In the blue shirt back here, did you have something? Did you have something on?
She's doing good vibes. Twinkle.
I think it's about the Lakota Nation.
Dwayne will be speaking in just a few moments because we have a working group to have a delegation to bring in more indigenous people. Hopefully, we get some of the Cherokee Nation involved and actually get this done. Okay, so up next is working group. Oh, sorry.
Question I had, I saw signs up, well, I'm a veteran, 10 years, and my muscles from here. I'm in the gray when it comes to political matters. I really don't give a damn. So when you say tax the top 1%, all that is going to do, like it's been done for generations. They're going to go all over different countries.
Sir.
All they're going to do is like lay people off.
Sir. Just because we really appreciate what you have to say.
It's not going to solve anything. Fixing the problem.
We have a sign for that.
Just passing them.
We have a time for this. It's called soapbox. And you'll have an opportunity to have soapbox before General Assembly and after.
We want you to speak, but at the right time.
I'm new to this whole thing.
Yeah, it's okay. We appreciate the new people. Keep coming back. All right. So up next is working group announcements. Anybody head of any working group want to raise your hand and come up? Okay, legal. No, please come up. Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Jen Foster, lawyer on the scene. As y'all heard yesterday, I take a little step back but I'm still here for you guys. You know, still got my cell phone. If anything happens, everything seems to be going really well with the police department. I just want to let you know, I didn't have much time to do a lot of the research on international treaty law. Don't really have an opinion on that at this point. But I did call a wonderful local attorney who is an international specialist with the UN and all kinds of things. So I got his brain working on it. And I've also put calls into Bill Allman regarding the National Lawyers Guild. I called my friends at Pinta Legal and asked them to get a group to come be legal observers for us. Kind of putting out the field for more legal support as we grow and maybe do direct action as we come. And just doing a little bit of initial research on international law, treaties, Native American rights, and that's all my report.
Yeah, thank you.
I want her number.
You can get it from her. Okay, go ahead, Andy.
How's everybody doing? My name is Andy. I'm part of the food committee. I have a few things to tell you. Sorry, I lost my voice yesterday from everything too. The food co-op is going to be our new donation spot. They've totally agreed on. So our food donations and donations in general should be dropped off there. They're giving some of their warehouse space to us. Also, a message from Rosetta, who's been donating all of her awesome food for us during our General Assemblies. She basically has a proposal to make to us to have a rally potentially on Friday, because there's a lot of people that can't normally come to our General Assemblies. So I know personally she can bring out over 100 people herself. So she wants us to do that. Another thing is we want people to start going to these farmers markets, essentially. We went today and we got a bunch of butternut squash donated to us, potatoes, some lettuce, and grits. So that's also going to be starting to do.
Farmers.
I think that's it. If I do have something to add, I'll add it during announcements. I think that's good. Right?
Is there only one food co-op in town?
Yes, there is. It's on the French Fries Food Co-op on Fillmore Avenue.
Across from the orange peel.
Across from the orange peel.
Did they ask for us to bring it to a certain place to make it easy, or?
Just the food co-op. Straight to them, they know exactly what we're talking about. Anybody else? Money goes to the Treasury, which is part of the Treasury. Anybody else? Good. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, just on that note, since I'm the treasury guy right now, I'm looking for somebody to take over the position. I do a lot of other stuff, not just here. So we really need to get a P.O. box started for the treasury and an account. That way people can make donations direct to the P.O. box as opposed to trying to find me. Right now we have $311, which is fantastic. And I have...
Some irony to that $311 is 311 cities that have been occupied.
So if I have any volunteers, that would be great. Now it's time to raise your hand. If you're good with money. All right, sir, can we get your name?
My name is Mike Kane, and I'm good at math, and I have some time on my hands.
Mike Kane. Okay, I'll talk to you after. Thank you very much. Over here. Go ahead.
Repeat that, please.
That's a good point. She's saying that we should have a elected treasurer, which I think is very responsible. Right now we only have one candidate. If anybody else, direct response.
Yeah, I'd like to speak on behalf of this candidate. I've known him for years. He's a highly trustworthy individual.
Excellent. Thank you very much, sir.
John, yes, sir.
Okay, do we have any other... You volunteered. Would you like to give us your credentials?
Yeah, I just read numbers, and I said, no, I got to see myself, I don't invest. I was a Boy Scout leader.
That may work for or against you.
I'm an engineer, I'm good with numbers, and good with finance. John Miller.
Thank you.
That is a great proposal.
No pun intended.
We have a proposal on the floor. Do we have any amendments to that? The proposal is that we have a co-treasury. That way we have a security blanket, basically. Okay.
Matt,
Point of process.
there was a question before the proposal about electing that person. Now, is there two people elected, or are we kind of shifted to acclamation?
We have two proposals still, actually. One is the election of our treasurer or treasurers. I think that knowing what type of treasury system we are going to have comes before. Go ahead.
On the agenda.
Okay. All right, we're going to move this to the agenda. That is not, and we can make that an agenda item. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it for Treasury. Any other working groups with announcements?
Yep. My name's Coleman. I'm involved with nonviolence training and the direct action working group. There's about 8 principals that will be meeting tomorrow morning at Wall Street Cafe. It's not a strictly business meeting. The meeting is always open, but we're going to be making some decisions about specific scheduling of the different kinds of training that we need to begin to do immediately. I would imagine that by the time we get out of our meeting, we'll have something knocked up that we can begin to talk about. The 2 categories, again, I'm repeating from yesterday or day before yesterday, general principles of nonviolence and how it applies to our movement and other movements like ours. There'll be a need to do some more strategic planning, strategic thought once affinity groups begin to form and we begin to create ideas, creative things that we want to do. We don't intend, please do not misunderstand this statement. We're not checking you off. We're not filtering your creativity. But we can be a good sounding board to help you focus and create effective action. So the Legal Observer Training Group, I'll just do that. My voice is still up, and we're in touch with the National Lawyers Guild group that has an excellent mini and very long workshop on how to be a legal observer. So as soon as we hear back from them, that would be something else we would post. So people who would be interested in like getting that basic grounding on how to stand outside of everything and watch what's going on and record for future reference, you know, we will make a big sign and make a big holler about that. So that's right now is what we're doing.
I have to leave soon, but if I'd really like to help get more people from my college, Warren Wilson College, involved in this. And to do that, it would be really helpful if I could have like a whole lot of sheets of paper that I could like put out on tables and things like that to get the word out.
Direct response. I'm going to give you this. This is the Declaration of Occupation, New York City, as well as we've signed on to this. Make copies and pass them out.
All right, thank you so much.
Got a direct response right here.
Direct response, Roman.